Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, I have to tell you, actually, I think I've already told you, that I have been going kind of crazy looking for a Thompson Center Encore. My goal was to get the stainless steel Thompson Encore frame, the Pro Hunter pistol frame, and then pick up hopefully like a 460 Smith and Wesson barrel, and then I'd have a really cool single shot, long range handgun, and I could also shoot 454 Casull in it and 45 Colt. Had it all planned. It was a beautiful dream. Well, I noticed that a couple of years ago, it seemed like it was getting harder and harder and harder to find Thompson Center items. Um, First, it seemed like the frames dried up, both the Contender and the Encore. They were gone. And then after those seemed to dry up, occasionally I would see the Encore with the 308 barrel, which I really didn't want. So I said, "No, I'm just going to wait till they come in stock again, and I'll buy the Encore with the just the regular frame, which we're going for about $400 with the frame, the fore end, and the grip." Then it got to the point I didn't see anything. So I was wondering if it was due to supply chain issues, them having problems sourcing certain parts, materials. I don't know. I mean, we've had a strange couple of years here, so it could be anything. So, starting about a year or so ago, I went to one of my local dealers and I asked them if they could order one for me. So, my local dealer said, "Well, let's try." They went to their wholesalers, they checked out the wholesalers. They said, "No, I can't find anything." So, every couple of months or a few months, 3 or 4 months, I would try that dealer and was never able to get anything. Simultaneously, now this is like a regular run of the mill kind of gun shop, but there's this other gun shop that's maybe about a half hour away from me that's really, really, they have an impressive inventory. So I would always go there, see if they had anything. They didn't. Now, this place widely advertises that they are an official authorized Smith& and Wesson dealer. Okay? It's all over the place. They have tons and tons and tons of new Smith& and Wesson handguns, and like I said, they advertise authorized Smith& and Wesson dealer. I asked them on a couple of occasions, "Hey, since Thompson Center is owned by Smith& and Wesson, do you have any idea when these are going to be in stock again? Or is there any way you can order one for me? Because I would love to order one." And I was told by multiple people, "No, I'm sorry, we can't order those." Oh, okay. So I was thinking, again, over this past year or so, well, let me try and get one used. So I'd go on Gunbroker, try and pick them up used. There really weren't many for sale on Gunbroker, and when I did see them on sale, the prices were absolutely ridiculous, like well over twice the price. So I thought, again, maybe it was because we had this temporary issue with the supply chain. And that's why people getting crazy. Well, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to pay 2.5 times the price for something just because of a temporary issue with the supply chain. Well, let's fast forward to yesterday. Yesterday, I said, "Wonder if the Thompson Encore has been discontinued." And that's the problem. Well, I was a teeny tiny bit right. It's not that the Thompson Encore has been discontinued. The whole freaking company's been discontinued. Smith& and Wesson has announced that basically Thompson Center Arms is no more. Everything's shut down. They're not making any more Thompson Center pistols, muzzleloaders, rifles, nothing. No more Thompson Center Arms. Now, a while back, they used to make their stuff in Rochester. So what they did basically was, they moved that to kind of like a metals manufacturing plant, and they were doing all the production in Springfield, Mass. All the workers, fortunately, they're not going to be out of a job, but all the workers that were making Thompsons are making Smith& and Wesson. All the machines making Thompsons are making Smith& and Wesson. It just disappeared. All that's left in the name, and that's basically probably just tucked in their intellectual property folder for God knows how long. Now, that's sad. But I was, normally I'd be hopeful saying, well, hopefully somebody buys the name and resurrects the Thompson brand, because a lot of people are familiar with, the Contender pistols and their muzzle loaders and a lot of their bolt action rifles. It's a good quality company. It's an American company with a good reputation. Well, When I say that Smith& Wesson announced this, it wasn't yesterday or last week. They actually announced it in early May of 2021. I had no idea. Not only did I have no idea, but I usually pride myself on keeping up what's going on in the firearms community, and I've been like this for several years. I mean, I'm always like reading firearm blogs and YouTube videos and whatnot. And I do not recall ever seeing the slightest bit of information about Thompson Arms basically being put into mothballs and production ceasing on all of their models. And just to check, I did a search on YouTube videos, and I couldn't find anyone doing a video saying that Thompson Arms is no more. Thompson Center Arms is no more. And even in a lot of blog posts, a lot of the sites that I did see it mentioned were kind of like smaller sites that I wouldn't like typically go to because I didn't even know about them. Like it wasn't like if you think about your popular firearms blogs and firearms news sites, I didn't see anything on those. I mean, like I said, it's very possible I missed it. But when you think about some of the other firearms news that comes out, I don't miss that, but I miss this. I don't know, I kind of almost feel like people just shrug their shoulder, like, oh, who cares? And I actually saw some blog posts from May of 2021, and people basically didn't give a crap. They just kind of basically saw them as a bunch of muzzle loaders and single shot pistols, and in their words, nobody's going to care but the old fuds. Well, that sucks because again, you see in a good American brand, that makes a very, very high quality item. And I mean, they're built like tanks. They are absolutely built like tanks, and they're made so well. They're perfect for long range target shooting, and if you're into to handgun hunting, it's hard to get better than these, in my opinion, anyway. So just wanted to share this and kind of just share my disbelief that this wasn't made like a bigger deal out of. I mean, I remember when Marlin was kind of down and out for a little while before Ruger bought them. That was big news. Like, oh, you know, no Marlin for a while because Ruger bought it. We're not going to see it. Thompson, it's like just nobody gave a crap. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. So hopefully someone buys the name in the future. The only bad thing is that they'll have the name, but there's not actually a plant to get started. There's not workers to get started. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. Well, hopefully they do come back sooner or later, and I'm able to. Hopefully, if and when they come back, they resurrect the Encore. Because darn it, I want one. All right, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to you later.